Welcome back to the Club Call-In Show. If you want to chat some gas about all things football, click the link down below in the Discord. We're starting off with Samuel, big Chelsea fan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hello guys.
How are you, Samuel?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, very well,
good, mate.
very well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Where are you calling from, Samuel?
I'm calling from Kenya.
Nice, mate. Oh, nice. So you're a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan, a diehard Chelsea fan.
Love that. Love that. And what have you called up to say today?
I want to talk about Moises Caicedo.
Let's do that. I could do that. I could do that all day, Samuel.
Yeah, I personally think he's the best number 6 in the world right now. And Chelsea most important player.
I agree. I agree with both points. The only thing that you could say is I think he's the best number 6. The way you framed it there is perfect. He is the best number 6. What he possibly isn't, or he might be, but he certainly has competition for, is he the best midfielder? Is he the best all-round midfielder? And that, I think he has more competition. So at the specific job as a number 6, I think he's the best in the world. As an all-round midfielder, for example, as a number 8, would he be better than, say, Declan Rice? Declan Rice at 6 isn't as good as Caicedo, but Declan Rice at 8 is a lot better than Caicedo. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's kind of fair. But I think Caicedo, most people think about him, ball retention and some things, but how he plays the ball, he breaks the lines, he does all the things you want from a midfielder. He's in the debate, but among the top 3 right now, all-round midfielders.
Yeah.
What about Tchouaméni? Camavinga, you got the Pedris of the world, of course, Zubimendi, Rodri, Nico Gonzalez. Do you think he's better than all of these guys? Obviously, slightly different styles of position, but the big one for me, Tchouaméni at Real Madrid. I mean, a Champions League winner, unbelievable in El Clasico.
He's miles ahead of Tchouaméni. That's not even a debate.
Why?
Go on, mate. It's not even a debate, Buvey.
What, a Champions League
Go on,
winner?
mate. Tell
World
him.
Cup
Not
finalist,
even a
Tchouaméni.
debate.
World Cup finalist, Tchouaméni.
Tchouaméni can't even get himself into the starting 11. He's even being played as a centre-back so as to accommodate someone like Ada Güler.
Did he play in midfield against Barcelona, yes or no?
He did play, but...
No, in midfield. In midfield.
Yeah. But did he have the best game such
We started off strong, Royce. I'm getting these spot on, mate.
Strong.
I'm 1 for 1 already, Royce.
Love that. So Samuel, in terms of Caicedo, in terms of what he is, what he means to Chelsea, and his legacy, we've been incredibly blessed with midfielders, particularly in that 6, haven't we? Like, if you think about the players that we've had, say, since McKola came, like, you think about how brilliant Claude McKola was. I often think that people forget, like, he left the Galacticos and the Galacticos went to pot. He landed at Chelsea and Chelsea won the league. Like, that's how good Claude McKola was. Just like a sensational player. We then obviously evolved from the McKola into Michael Essien.
Yeah.
Who took the role in a slightly different way. McKola would kind of patrol that space in front of the back 4 and make us almost impossible to beat. Totally impenetrable.
I'm seeing shouts he's better than Makelele already, which I can't believe. I can't believe that.
No,
and Kante.
For me,
yet.
I'm seeing enough shouts though.
We forget that this guy is 24 years old. He hasn't reached his peak. He still has a long way to go. And I think by the time he's done at Chelsea, he will have a very, very big legacy. He will multiple league titles, Champions League, name them all.
That's a big question mark, Samuel, because ultimately this Chelsea side have got no world-class defenders, no world-class striker, no world-class keeper, no world-class manager. I think if Caicedo's to hit his true peak, which I agree with you about, he should be operating at a Manchester City, a Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barcelona. One of the big projects right now in world football.
If these Chelsea owners start to treat Chelsea like a football team and not a business parlor, Caicedo will achieve his dreams at Chelsea.
Samuel, you're a very wise man. You're a very wise man.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, Todd Boehly, I don't think... If they start taking Chelsea seriously like Abramovich, I can see success because we have a very good team. People like Palmer, Caicedo, Fernandes... But we need a centre half and a goalkeeper.
What do you think happens this season, Samuel? What are you dreaming of? Best case scenario, what happens to Chelsea in this season?
I think we win either FA Cup or the Carabao Cup and a top 4.
Lofty ambitions then.
If that happens, if we win silverware and finish in the top 4, that would be a remarkable season.
The FA Cup would be special.
It'd be special.
I think the League Cup, I think you can you can be a little bit snide towards it. I'm not saying you would. I
wouldn't
respect it massively.
I think
we
the
both
world,
do.
the world would be, but
But
I
a lot of
wouldn't.
Chelsea fans would be frustrated with the League Cup. But the FA Cup's just a little bit above that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a decent round in the
and
Champions
FA
League.
Cup-
That could happen.
Yeah. You know, in the Champions League, I personally think when we reach at the knockout stages, Chelsea, we pull out surprises. We may even reach at the quarters or the semis.
Yeah, I agree,
And-
Samuel. I don't think that's an
Yes,
extreme.
and-
Buvey and Adam
Yeah.
earlier this season, we did our predictions, and we were asked at
Yeah,
one point to do slightly. Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah.
We were asked to do, to anybody that didn't see it, we were asked to do fairly extreme predictions, like wild predictions. And mine was that Chelsea will win the Champions League, and both Buvey and Adam laughed. But it's a Chelsea thing, isn't it? You're a Chelsea fan, you totally know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like the Club World Cup, nobody picked us to win the title. The 2021 Champions League final, 2012. I think when we reach at that knockout stages, we have a very good chance. And also Maresca in this one-off games, he pulls out some tactical geniuses, and we end up winning the game. So I think we'll have a good run in the Champions
Genius.
League, maybe an FA Cup, and top 4.
Samuel, you're a wise man, and it's been an honour to talk to you. Thank you so much for calling up.
Thank you. You guys, I appreciate your content and I love you guys. The content you do is very nice.
You're a
I appreciate
gentleman.
it a lot.
You're a gentleman, Samuel.
Yeah.
We look forward to speaking to you again soon. Please give us a bell back over the next few weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Good luck, mate. Cheers.
On the stream on the weekend, Flav said that Caicedo is the best defensive midfielder in the world, as well as Samuel. What do you think about it then? Final opinion.
Yeah, I think that's the first time Flav has ever spoken any sense. I completely agree. I think that's exactly
So good in that midfield against Tottenham.
He was actually everything that you want from a midfielder.
Yeah.
He was the passion, he was the
difference.
aggression, he was the reason that we scored the winning goal.
The pressing.
Yeah, I mean, winning 50-50, they weren't even 50-50s, were they?
No.
The way that he won the ball. Obviously, it kind of ricocheted away from him. He won it again and set up the goal.
What I like is, yes, he's aggressive in the challenge, but he's smart about it. He doesn't go high.
No.
He doesn't overdo it.
No.
It's never a foul.
It's never
a clean
a foul.
tackle
Never
all the
a foul.
time. It's hard to do in modern football.
Do you know what he's done? He's evolved the position. If you think about the evolution of that position, even at Chelsea, it's gone from Claude Makelele into Michael Essien, into Ramirez, into N'Golo Kante, into Caicedo. And if you think about the way that it's changed with football, the evolution of the game and the evolution of that position at Chelsea, this version of it, the Caicedo version, it does everything that Makelele did, but with end product. It's goals and assists as well.
Yeah,
It's being as effective in both boxes on both halves of the pitch.
Worth his money.
He's He's so
If
good.
he stays for the contract.
And I think I would argue with anyone. In fact, I don't even think anybody would argue with me. He is the best number 6 in the world. I would also concede that he's probably not the best all-round midfielder in the world.
Definitely not.
But at that specific job of protecting the back line and playing at the base of a midfield, I don't think there's anybody better in the world.
Another season of stagnation next season. Let's say it happens this season and next season. I think he will be looking to leave. But he looks keen on the project. It's not like
When you say another season of stagnation, let me just ask you a question on that. Do you believe that Caicedo himself would see last season, Champions League qualification, 2 trophies, underwhelming trophies, but 2 trophies? Do you think you can label this season another season of stagnation when that was last season?
That's a good shout, yeah. This season, if you win something, then it gives you another year. But if you win nothing this season, just maintain Champions League qualification.
No, that
pressure will be on him. He'll be thinking, wow, Real Madrid.
I feel like the problem for a lot of players, but the two shining stars at Chelsea, Cole Palmer, Moises Caicedo. I think the second that Chelsea aren't in the Champions League is when.
But we're early in the season. I know you've not been great, but you might end up third and winning the FA Cup, like Samuel said.
Another good season. Should we go back to the phone lines?
100%. Let's do it.
Oh no!
Okay, now I talked to this guy more than my mother.
It's Hanif, and he's going to tell us. Let me guess, Hanif. Arsenal are going to win a quadruple.
No, I'm not that insane. But I reckon they'll do a domestic double.
Oh,
And it's not even a hello.
He's gone straight in the deep
Oh,
end.
sorry, boys.
Hello.
How are you guys all doing?
Hey,
I'm very well, Hanif. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What's news?
It's getting dark early, and it's getting dark at 4:30 p.m. It's rainy. It's cold. This country's falling apart, and Hanif won't even say hello to me in the morning.
Yeah, just to make you compound your misery.
Apologies.
I speak to Hanif,
That's right, Hanif,
on
don't
a
worry.
very regular basis.
What, you voice note him on WhatsApp?
No, via this show.
Oh, you don't leave him voice note?
Via this show. Me and Hanif communicate on a regular basis. Hanif, you believe Arsenal are going to win a domestic double, so you're not putting a European trophy in there?
Nah, I think I feel like there's a little bit missing from Arsenal in terms of winning the European silver, where I think this Arsenal team need a taste of what it means to win before then going on to win the biggest achievement in club football.
Well, having some bottle as well. I think the word you're looking for is bottle. Bottle.
And when you say the double, do you mean the double in the truest sense, or do you mean a double rather than the double?
A double.
A double.
So either a Carabao Cup or FA Cup, and then the league.
Oh yeah, no. The FA Cup. The double is the double is the FA Cup and the league. Yeah.
And the league. Yeah.
So you think that you could do that? Annoyingly,
I
think he might be right, Buvey.
Not sure about that. Where is that coming from? They haven't got the best record since they won the FA Cup. Do you know their record in the FA Cup? It's absolutely dross.
When did they last win it?
They won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
No, they won the FA Cup in 2020, didn't they?
1920.
1920. Yeah, 1920.
Oh, 1920. Yeah. And then since then, their semi-finals and quarterfinals, they go out early. They lost to Man United last season early. Rubbish.
Do you know what, Hanif? Can I suggest something to you that I don't think you're going to like, but I think it's for the greater good? If I were an Arsenal fan, I think that I would hope to get eliminated from every cup competition as quickly as possible.
Nah, I disagree. I think with how big our squad is now, we have, if you look at just the back line, we have an entire extra back four. Or five, including the goalkeeper. Like, we have squad depth that we've never had before. Like, we're in a position now where the same kind of few players, Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Saka, your kind of main, Declan Rice, your main core players, they don't have to play every game, all 50 games in the season.
But Hanif, there are countless examples of teams who have overextended themselves, fought wars on multiple fronts, and ultimately come up not necessarily empty-handed, but not with the trophies that they dreamed of. Arsenal are in a situation this year where they are the favourites for the Premier League title. 22 years after the last time you won it. It would be foolish, wouldn't it, to prioritise other trophies, to have the distraction of other trophies. Bearing in mind, if you've ever watched any content that I've ever been on before, you will know that I love cup competitions, and I'm not turning my nose up at them at all. I just think that Arsenal can win the Premier League. What you don't need, though, is in late January, a two-legged affair playing against Tottenham or Chelsea. You don't need to be going to Stamford Bridge in the League Cup in January, do you?
It's a tough fixture. It will be. Whoever I think we'll beat Palace in the quarterfinal in December, and then we'll make it to the semi-final. Yes, it'll be tough to play home and away against any of the teams that will be up in the air at that point. But it'll be worth it. I think the value of winning the Carabao Cup in January is so great, January, February time, because it'll give the lads on that pitch and lads on that team the taste of silverware. They'll know what it means to win, how to win. And I think that motivation of winning the Carabao Cup is so essential to them winning the Premier League or maybe the Champions League or maybe the FA Cup.
What do you think, Boo?
I agree. I actually think the Europa League's the one competition where what you've just said is spot on, because it's long flights to Poland or wherever, Norway, respectfully to these beautiful countries. And in the FA Cup, though, I think you win the FA Cup as a byproduct of success. The League Cup happens because the great Jose Mourinho sides, Guardiola sides, Ferguson sides, you just pick it up because you're so good. So it's not about micromanaging semi-finals and quarter-finals. Like City beat West Ham once. I think it was 9-0 on aggregate. It was just such a good side that was purring. I know football's a little bit more complicated now. It's a very tough, rigorous schedule. But I think if Arsenal pick up a couple of trophies, there's nothing to worry about. I know they've got a few injuries right now, but they're so good, Arsenal. They should be looking to win every single game non-stop. And their run, some of the sides they've got, it is scary how soft that run is going into December, and they deserve it because of the hard games they've had.
You know the fixture list that you talk about, it's all going really swimmingly for them at the moment. Their fixture list has been incredibly kind. Straight off the back of this next international break, their fixtures, they've got 1 week where it goes Tottenham, Bayern Munich, Chelsea.
But these are the big things that matter. Like Jose Mourinho, what's the first thing he won in England?
League Cup.
Do you think Jose Mourinho, prime Jose Mourinho, cared that John Terry played Wednesday against someone in the semi-final, then a Premier League game? Big sides, big managers have to win multiple trophies. That's how you create dynasties. You have to aim for 3 or 4 at a time.
You do.
This isn't Wigan Athletic going for a cup run and trying to win a cheeky FA Cup out of nowhere.
Dynasties, but I think you're talking about Arsenal as if they are a side that have won multiple league titles in the Premier League. They've won 3, and the last one was 22 years ago. You can't start talking about dynasties yet. Just
with
get
the money
a
in
league
this
title
squad,
under your
with the
belt.
money in this squad, this isn't Leicester City with Ranieri. Arsenal fans like to talk as if they're Leicester City. They're on a magical run and they're lucky to be where they are. No, they got the second most expensive squad in European football. It's meant to be the biggest club in the world, right? They're a massive institution, Arsenal, unless I'm wrong and they're not. So you have to be looking to win doubles. And
So Hanif, you're saying that you could do the traditional double.
No, I'm saying we can do a domestic double. So
Either the League Cup and the
or
league. Right. Okay. Okay. Do you think
Because-
Arteta is capable of masterminding a pursuit of multiple front silverware? I've seen nothing to say that he is.
I've heard that argument from one of my friends before. He says Arteta's not an elite enough manager to go and win these trophies. Every manager isn't an elite manager until they are. Jose Mourinho didn't win the Premier League until he did. He didn't win the Carabao Cup until he did. Every elite manager that's ever won it at one point hadn't won it. I think Arteta right now is showing levels that he can win these things. If you just compare, I feel like the evolution just this season alone, during this season, is proof enough that he's capable of winning these competitions.
it's only November.
If you look at, I know it's only November, but if you look at how we were before the Liverpool game and how we played
When you lost that game 1-0.
Yeah, when we lost against Liverpool and we drew to City, we were different teams. I feel like we're a different team to how we were then and how we are now.
Because you beat Burnley.
No, not because we beat Burnley, but just the way we're playing.
I'm gassing you. You look good.
It's the resoluteness at the back. It's the stinginess at the back, isn't it?
Is that enough to win you a title in modern football?
Stinginess, 100% in any football.
Well, there we go.
If you don't concede goals, and I mean, like, there's actually a conversation now about Arsenal, isn't there? Like, it's newsworthy if they concede a shot.
Yeah.
Like, David Raya is basically the best paid Arsenal fan in the world with the best view.
Just sits there.
He just stands there. He doesn't save anything. He's so well protected by the back line. He's so well protected. When we say the back line, I think we have to include the brilliance of Declan Rice and Zubimendi as well. He's so well protected by that set. And basically, David Raya's in goal. We're having a cigar.
Cards on the table. Do they win the Premier League and something else?
I don't think Arsenal will win multiple trophies, but I don't think Arsenal fans should care. You think they'll win the Premier League? It's certainly theirs to. Well, my argument is this, Buvey. Where do you stand on this? And Hanif as well.
Yeah.
I'm finding the conversation about Arsenal winning the league a bit ridiculous. Not because they aren't capable, not because they won't win it. Maybe they will. But people are just saying that there is no title race and it's over and it's in the bag and Arsenal have won it. Nah. I don't believe that at all. I think Arne Slot will get it right. I think Florian Wirtz will land. I think Salah will score goals. And I think Pep Guardiola deserves way more respect. I think Erling Haaland, I will extend a courtesy to Haaland and Guardiola and Foden that doesn't say there isn't a title race with Slot and Guardiola involved after 10 games of the season.
The answer is this, Hanif. This is the answer. Arsenal more likely to win nothing this season, bottle everything, than win more than one trophy. Is that fair? I'm spot on. That's 2 for 2. I know I'm spot on.
I love how you're awarding yourself points in this imaginary competition that doesn't exist.
Yeah, but I know I'm spot on. They're more likely to win 0 diddly squat than two trophies. You're calling up to talk about 2 trophies. You won 1 title in 5 years, an FA Cup, COVID Cup.
Right now, as Arsenal are right now, I reckon are one of, if not the best team in Europe. Why not take advantage of that and try and win as many trophies?
Yeah, you should do that.
You're a big club, you will. You're a big club, you will.
Not every team, not every team can stay the best or be the best.
If you're a big club, you will.
For a long period of time.
That's the answer.
Liverpool were the best team in the Premier League last season, and look at where they are now.
If you're a big club, you will.
Yeah. Hanif, why is... Where do you sit? Look, you're the Arsenal fan in the room here. Where do you sit on the Arsenal have already won the league chat? Do you believe that Slot will come good? Do you believe that Guardiola is still in the title race?
I think City are still in the title race. I don't think they will win it, but I reckon they're still in the race. If you look at Haaland, the geezer is scoring goals, but the problem in that team is that they're a one-man team. It's Haaland, and it's Haaland and a dream. Yeah. I think that's what will stop them from winning the league. But to say that they're not in the race is absurd.
Haaland and a dream. That's catchy. I might use that for a documentary.
Mate.
On my channel, personal channel, Haaland and a dream.
I love it. Hanif, always an honour to talk to you, sir.
One thing I do want to say is
Yes.
I have receipts from early on from when the Corden show first started. I said Liverpool would drop off this season. Back in like April, I said Liverpool would drop off next season. They have.
I've forgotten about that one.
I
Sorry.
don't believe you.
I forgot.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I did. I said because Salah's contract was up in the air and Van Dijk's and Trent was leaving that they would
Mate,
drop off.
Well, you know, we're good friends with Carell, the HMRC of football.
Really?
Yeah, we're very good friends with him.
What do you mean, really?
Mate, yeah, what do you mean, really? Yeah, really. Listen, mate, we're gonna get him on the case. Maybe you
Really?
did, maybe you didn't.
All right.
Good to talk to you.
Cheers,
Hanif.
Hanif.
He seemed to bottle it. Like, I kind of believe that he did
Shut
say it, but then he seemed to go, actually, he didn't.
If Arsenal are a big club, they win multiple trophies. That's the end of the
Haaland and
call.
a dream. Yeah, what about this? So if everything that we just said to Hanif there is correct, Manchester City are going to need to pull it out the bag apart from Haaland. I had a look at the goal scorers of Man City. Have you seen it? It's Haaland scored a billion.
You've never heard of the second one, have you?
It's Haaland scored a billion, and then everyone else has scored one.
Well, who's number 2 on the list?
I know.
Burnley centre-back. Scored 2 own goals.
Is that
The
what it is?
second highest scorer for the club right now, we're deep into the season,
Is that
is a
what it
centre-back for Burnley.
Like, you know, I think City could win the league if Haaland had scored the billion and Phil Foden had scored 6.
Yeah.
And
Maybe that comes.
And,
Marmoush
and,
comes
and
back from
Reinders
injury.
and Reinders had scored
But Cherky's
2
looking
and
good.
Cherky had scored
Cherky's looking
4. There's just no
Those will
one.
come. Those will come.
You sure?
Yeah. That always happens. I think when I was a kid, John Terry scored those goals. You know those big goals he scored in a title-winning season. It usually happened in February, March.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
Company used to do similar.
There is no one else at City, and therefore I find out.
Marmoush,
Like,
Foden,
Phil
Reinders.
Phil Foden should have 6 goals by this point of the season. Certainly 4. But 1.
I know what you're saying, but it's still early.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the phone lines, and we're going to speak to Paradise. Hey, that's my kind.
Paradise
of name.
Lost is a great
Yeah, John
novel.
Milton. What a guy.
Yeah. Classic
John
book
Milton.
in the medieval
What a man.
time.
What a man. The beast with 2.
An
boys,
original
how you
text. I
doing,
wonder
right?
how much that's worth. Paradise Lost, original text.
What, John Milton's thing?
Yeah, it must be millions.
I think he wrote that in Chalfont St Giles.
Where is that, in London?
No, just outside of it.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Classic.
Paradise Lost. Talk to me.
Hi boys, how you doing?
Very
Oh,
well.
superb,
Very
mate.
well.
See, that's a nice, friendly
That's a nice friendly
bit of
thing.
conversation.
Hanif could learn something from you. Our last caller, Hanif, who I'm sure you've seen his stuff, he just came on and he just started
Just started
shouting about how many trophies
I
Arsenal are
don't,
going to
do you
win.
know what? I don't want to chat to Hanif till past Christmas now.
Well,
Fuck
we're
that.
talking to him next week. He's on most. He's
I'm
on
not
most.
talking to him next week.
I'm talking to him.
Well, I'm
You
not
sit
coming
there
in
silently.
I'm not coming in
No,
there.
you
No,
come
I don't
in,
listen
sit
to his
there
voice. Nah.
Hanif's our guy.
Not until Christmas, man.
Hanif's our guy. But Paradise, you clearly have etiquette and principle. Thank you. We're very well. How are you?
Yes, I'm not too bad, thank you, Rory.
Excellent. What would you like to discuss today? So Enzo Maresca, it says in my notes.
Yes, Enzo Maresca. I'm not Enzo Maresca out. This is more of a question than a statement. It's is Enzo Maresca good enough to be in charge of Chelsea? And kind of, I'll give a bit of background what I mean by that. Obviously, I've seen a stat going around lately that after the first 47 games of Maresca's tenure, he's had 83 points. Lampard had 84 points. And we see the slander that gets put on his name, unjustly so, of course. But I do lean into that sort of, is Maresca good enough for Chelsea? It seems to be 1 week, we'll have a great result. We had a great result against Ajax in the Champions League, and then we went into the league and then lost to Sunderland. Obviously, now we've just beaten Spurs.
Yeah.
Although I don't think that was to Chelsea being very good. I think that was more Spurs being absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
And I just think it's quite hit and miss with Maresca and Chelsea. At the minute, there's 1 week it's a win.
Do you know what, Paradise?
It's a loss.
There is a really easy way to answer this question. If Chelsea are the club of a previous era, if Chelsea are a club that demand the best from everyone at the club, the best from the top down, the best players in the world, the best scouts, the best everybody associated with the club, Roman Abramovich demanded the best. If Chelsea still had those standards, Enzo Maresca wasn't good enough to manage a youth team. But we don't have those standards anymore. Is Enzo Maresca good enough to manage this version of Chelsea, where the ambition, at the very most, is to qualify for the Champions League? That's our ambition. Our ambition isn't to be the best team in the country. Our ambition is to be the 5th best team in the country. Chelsea finished 5th. The sporting directors have won the league in their eyes. So if our ambition is to only be the 5th best team in the country, then Enzo Maresca is capable of doing that job. He's proven that he's capable of doing that job. If, however, you believe that Chelsea should be winning multiple trophies, competing on multiple fronts, winning European Cups, Enzo Maresca's not in the top 6 managers in the league, is he? In the country? No.
No way. No way.
I don't know. That's more of a as an outsider looking in, Buvey, if Pep Guardiola was to leave Man City at the end of the season and you had to choose another Premier League manager to come in and take charge, where would Enzo Maresca be on your list?
17th, 15th.
You've seen nothing to appeal. Nothing.
Well, I'd take Marco Silva over him. I'm not even trying to wind you up. I think Marco Silva with better tools is an unbelievable manager. Take Bournemouth's manager. I take Brighton's manager. Hurts are 1,000,000% over him. And then Man United's manager, Liverpool, of course.
Off the top of lads, we can do this together. Paradise, you, Buvey and I. We'll play a game, right? I'm going to start and we're going to say a better manager than Maresca and we're just going to see how long it goes on for. I'm going to start. Pep Guardiola.
Arteta.
Paradise.
Iraola.
Glasner.
Slot.
I don't know if Marco Silva.
Of course, that's an easy one.
Marco Silva. Yeah, I don't think Marco Silva. Honest, did you say Slot
I've
already?
said slot.
You said Slot.
I've said Slot. Labrie at Sunderland.
Has anyone said Arteta?
It's a tricky one. Labrie.
I mean, what they're doing, Sunderland, is truly remarkable. Is he a better manager than Maresca? I think they're comparable.
Scott Parker.
They're comparable. No, Parker's not better. But we quite.
The issue is he's closer to Scott Parker than he is to Guardiola.
Is Thomas Frank a better manager than Enzo Maresca?
Definitely.
What do you think, Paradise?
Let's just do the table.
Is Thomas Frank a better manager?
Yeah. Don't be biased.
Is Fabian Hurtzler? Is Fabian Hurtzler
better?
Is Fabian Hurtzler a better manager?
Unai Emery. Let's say Keith Andrews because he was practicing throw-ins for 4 years as his coaching badges, so fair enough. Eddie Howe's better.
Here's a weird one. Can I ask you a weird one? Paradise, I'm going to aim it at you and then I'm going to come to Buvey for reaction. Quite concisely here, don't sit on a fence. Just give me an answer, Paradise. Is David Moyes a better manager than Enzo Maresca?
Yes.
Yeah, of course he is.
Do you agree?
Nuno?
Espirito Santo?
Yeah. Imagine Nuno with this Chelsea squad. God, he wins the Audi Cup in the summer.
I think the point's proven here, though, isn't it? The point's proven. Even if you agree or disagree with Buvey's last point, we quite easily said 6-7 managers.
Does Maresca get Forest into European football for the first time in 25, 30 years?
He takes Forest down. But some managers are better skilled to compete.
Maresca's closer to Ange Postecoglou than he is to Mikel Arteta. That's a big concern for Chelsea Football Club. Isn't it? I mean, let's be real. Let's have it straight.
I'm not quite there.
He's closer to Scott Parker than he is to Pep, isn't he?
Yeah, I agree with that. Pep Guardiola is in a league. That's more of a demonstration of the brilliance of Guardiola.
On a Slot then?
No, I would say that he's closer to Slot than he is Parker.
I'm not sure.
Than he is Parker.
I'm not sure. He's got 3 promoted clubs out of the Championship.
As a Chelsea fan, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that the squad isn't good enough to challenge for the title, or do you believe it's the manager?
No, the squad can't challenge for the title. That's the thing that does Enzo Maresca a favour to a degree. I just don't believe that you can win a league when your best centre half is Wesley Fofana, who's decent at best. You know, your starting centre halves are quite often Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo. I don't think Tosin Adarabioyo is a Premier League player. Your keeper is arguably the worst keeper in the league. I don't really think that the team are capable of winning a league. If Chelsea in the summer had gone out and bought Eberechi Eze instead of Jamie Gittins, Donnarumma instead of Buonanotte, and Mark Gahey instead of anyone, like Gahey would have been the dream. Then I think the squad is.
Give me Ekitike as well, which I think is justifiable with the money you spend.
Yeah,
Ekitike you bid 92 million instead of 90 million euros.
Yeah,
Ekitike.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. If you go,
come on.
You know, if you're going to sell Noni Madueke, why not go and get Hugo Ekitike? Because Ekitike kind of fits our age range and whatever else as well.
Come on.
But no, ultimately, Paradise, if things go really well this season, we will qualify for the Champions League. And if we do that, Enzo Maresca has done his job, because that is now, sadly, the ambition of Chelsea Football Club. And we're not even called Chelsea Football Club anymore, by the way. We're called CFC LDN.
We got smashed by Bayern Munich. So what do you think, Paradise? You got smashed by Bayern Munich a few weeks ago. Do you remember that?
I think we make it out. Obviously, I'm not sure how much to take in the Club World Cup last season. Obviously, when it comes to that tournament, we seem to get on very well.
I think everyone makes it out, though. Like, this is why the Champions League games don't really matter. Like, there's huge Champions League games. People are going to massive games.
Bodo Glimt are going to qualify. Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, everybody's going to make it through. Like you can lose.
I do think though on our day, I do think we can. I think we can beat anyone. I think we have the team to beat anyone.
Yeah, I think
You
we've
never
proved
beat
that.
PSG in a Champions League knockout game. I guarantee.
But we beat them in
I
a
put my
final.
whole life on it. I put a
Buvey,
mortgage
you
on it.
picked,
No
you
way.
picked an example where you have a case study of Chelsea actually.
It's not. I'm not trying to wind you up. It's not a real tournament, lads. It's a semi-tournament. I'll give you a semi-tournament. I'm not saying it's a friendly. It's not a joke.
That's
It's not a real tournament.
completely fine.
Not a Champions
and a
League.
lot of people agree with you. But you must concede that is only your opinion.
Oh yeah. Look,
And do you
fair
believe
enough.
that Luis Enrique wanted to win that game?
Yeah, if you go into the tournament, he's just won a treble. You flatline after that. I don't care what you say. And the tournament's come straight in. Of course, their energy levels. They've just won a treble, the first in French history.
So what, if we were to get Paris Saint-Germain in the knockout stages of the Champions League,
you get smashed.
and you're
I'm
ready
not
to
trying to wind
stand
you
on
up.
this, what, home and away,
You
they
get
beat us?
annihilated.
You think they beat us home and away?
Yeah, they'd absolutely crucify.
See,
us.
Paradise, in that exact example that we've said there, I feel like we're totally capable of going to Paris Saint-Germain and winning. I've seen us knock Paris Saint-Germain. Ask Demba Ba, mate.
Yeah, but come on,
Ask
this current
Demba Ba.
PSG side, I've never seen anything like it. They absolutely smashed Inter Milan. Inter Milan are better than you. They put 5 past Inter Milan in a Champions League final. They'd absolutely crucify his Chelsea side.
Where are we going to finish,
do something
Paradise?
similar to Man City, by the way.
Tell me the season's end for Chelsea. How many trophies? What position in the league?
I think we'll win the Carabao Cup, and I think we'll come.
Who have you got in that?
Cardiff.
I think we'll come.
That's tough. That's tough, Cardiff. That's a tough
I'm
one.
going to say third in the league.
Third. Wow. Above Man City or Liverpool?
No, I think it'll be City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool.
You're not finished above Liverpool.
Wow. I mean, I hope you're right. Thank you very much for your call, Paradise.
Cheers, boys.
Call
Yep,
us back.
take it
Thank
easy.
you. Thank you.
Do you know what, Buvey? Just we touched on it there, the Carabao Cup draw. Do you want to hear a slight theory I have? Have you seen the draw in its entirety? All of the big teams avoided each other. It's crazy.
That's the way it should be.
No,
Get
but
some nice gates for. And I'm not saying it should be deliberate, but it's
Yeah.
nice that it happens.
do you not think that it's? But basically, we're now set up for Manchester City versus Arsenal
In the
on
semis.
one semi-final, Chelsea
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
Newcastle another semi-final.
I know
We
what you're
won't go-
saying. I know what
Nah,
you're saying.
we won't go there. Should we go back to the phone line?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll speak to Miru, Tottenham fan. Oh yeah, boy, you got walloped on the weekend.
Yeah, we got beaten very
You're
badly.
brave to call up today, mate. Where were you on the weekend? Your biggest game of the season. Where were you? Do you know who my favourite player is at Tottenham? Xavi Simons. He's good. He's a good player.
He needs to catch up physically.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and everything else.
And at
Physically.
football as well.
Physically.
Physicality,
Mentally, spiritually.
footballing.
Spiritually.
Yeah. I think he just needs to be better at football.
He needs to meditate. Start meditation. Go to a
He's
sauna.
good. He has the talent, but
Does
he's
he?
not physically ready for Premier League football. You can just see it, man. Like, he gets pushed like a paper
Yeah.
clip or paper
Paper
weight,
bag.
People just a little shove and he just
Well, do you know what,
Slice
Miru?
off.
I think it's even worse than that. There was a moment where he went over and he's like looking at the ref, like genuinely imploring the ref for a foul.
You got
And it
shoulder
looked-
bars, right?
Yeah, and it looked genuine. It looked like he thought he'd been fouled.
Yeah.
And I thought, mate, you need to recalibrate.
His
what a
eyes. It's not
foul
about his
is.
eyes. He looks very sad in that Tottenham shirt. He looks very lost.
Like a puppy.
They're but Vert's very similar. It's the German league. They come over here. They're like, you know,
Mate, this is what I've been saying about the German league, and Haaland proved me wrong so drastically.
and loads of others. Ilkay Gundogan.
No, but the point I was
on and
making,
on.
the point I was making about
Yeah.
Haaland was based upon Timo Werner and Kai Havertz and Jadon Sancho coming
It's a
from the
coin
German
flip.
league.
It's a coin flip.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, you have.
Let's go back to Miru. So, what are you thinking? What's on your mind?
Yeah, so this is a hypothetical question. You'll have to think a little.
Challenging.
You guys
Could be difficult for you, this
I've
I've not
movie.
done that for years.
Buvey, hang on. Do you want to just direct this one to? Did you say we need to think a bit?
Yeah.
You just aim it at me, Miru.
I graduated 8 years ago.
Buvey, you close your eyes. I got this. Hit me, Miru.
Yeah, so you guys bought a mid-table club in the Premier League.
Hmm.
Okay. So you get 3 seasons from any superstar from 2000 onwards till today. Anyone from any time period you can pick up to punch above your weight.
Okay.
This player will give you 3 seasons to take you, higher
Yeah.
than mid-table. Who would you pick?
I know the answer to this.
We got to say it, but it can't be Messi or Ronaldo.
No, but there's a.
It can't be.
No,
Messi.
you have
can't
to-
say
you
Messi
ha-
or
you have
Ronaldo.
to be
I'm
really
gonna just say
sensible.
Messi.
You have to be really sensible though, because I don't think Messi is the answer.
It is.
I don't think he is.
He's that good.
Can I tell you? Can I make a case? Right. I'll tell you what you need. You need a centre half.
No.
I think
No
you do.
way. If you had 4 Maldinis, but you can't keep the ball because you've got some rubbish side, you get smashed.
I think
I'll give you
if-
5 Beckenbauers, prime Beckenbauers. You need
If somebody said,
someone
right,
with the ball.
QPR get promoted and you're the owner.
Yeah, Messi.
And you can
Messi
pick
gets
a player.
you. Messi
Right,
wins
how
the
do
Premier
you
League.
establish yourself as a Premier League team? I think what you do is
But what centre back's that good to make you punch above your weight more than Lionel Messi?
you need to not concede goals and you need to have shape and structure to survive for 4 seasons in the Premier League.
Your example's spot on. The biggest fish out of water for a centre back who's clearly world class playing at a low level is Van Dijk at Southampton, and he got them into the Europa League. So maybe that's a good example. Messi in that Southampton side with Pochettino at Southampton wins them the Premier League. In my honest opinion, prime Messi wins
Really
Southampton.
believe that?
Yeah, because every time you get the ball, you just give it to him. He gets
hope
you
for the
50
best.
goals a season and all comps. Yeah, if he stays fit for 3 years, he's that
Hang
good.
on, I think the answer is actually it's somebody who demands standards, elevate the Roy Keane.
Oh, no way.
Roy
Over
Keane
Messi.
will elevate. No,
Maybe
but
Messi's a cop-out
I think your
answer.
Messi
It's
is
a cop-out
I
answer.
think your Messi shout is a bad
I'm
answer.
so spot on.
Even
That
like
Argentina side that won the World Cup, mate, they were bang average. They weren't as good as the French. But Messi wins
but you
them
know,
the World Cup.
it's a-
Maradona
let's
won
use-
Napoli, the league, their first league title ever. And that was an average Napoli
let's
side.
use QPR as an example. QPR come into the Premier League, and now you put Messi in that team.
Yeah.
I just don't think it works.
They win the Premier League.
Messi is going to be linking up with like Jimmy Dunn. It just
Yeah.
doesn't.
He carries the ball
I've got an
himself.
example to prove this doesn't work. I've got a great example, a case study to prove that your example is flawed.
Why?
Because we had an equivalent of Messi joining QPR.
Who?
Ruud Gullit joined Chelsea. And Ruud Gullit was linking up with Eddie Newton.
Ruud Gullit isn't in the same galaxy as Lionel Messi.
No.
And Ruud Gullit's a Ballon d'Or winner. That's how good Messi is.
But I'm making the
I know what you're
point
trying to
that
say,
you
but-
take a wonderful, proven Champions League winning
Ruud
footballer.
Gullit was past his prime.
He was.
Yeah.
But the point is, Ruud Gullit was so much better than everyone else around him. Like
Yeah, of
Ruud
course
Gullit
he
was
was,
linking
yeah.
up with Jakob Jelberg.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But
He couldn't play with
what
him.
about the question? It's prime Ruud Gullit at AC Milan. He magically joins Chelsea.
But ultimately,
He'd probably win
but
you the
Boothie,
league title.
He picks the ball up and he's got Terry Phelan
Yeah.
outside him. Terry
Yeah.
Phelan makes a run. Ruud Gullit plays this amazing pass. Terry Phelan can't control it. Ball goes out of play. It's like,
But that's better than if it was prime John Terry playing for that Chelsea side
Roy
you talked about. He's still he has to, people running at him. He has people behind him. He has no idea what's going on.
okay, right, Miru, you've heard Buvey's suggestion. Buvey's suggestion is that we're going to use Messi, but it doesn't have to be Messi. It's like a forward-thinking genius. So it could be Eden Hazard. It could be Cristiano Ronaldo. Buvey thinks it's a player of that ilk. I'm arguing that it's actually a player, maybe a centre half. But actually, I'm going to say
Who's your
it's
player
A Frank okay, Roy.
You've said it.
A representation. It doesn't have to be him, but I'm going to go a Roy Keane type,
So
and you're
prime
going to
Roy
go
Keane.
elite.
You're going prime Roy Keane.
Yeah.
I'm going prime Lionel Messi.
What do you think, Miru?
Okay. Yeah. So actually, I was leaning more towards the attacking sort of player because in my thinking, it was okay. Defenders, if you can get the goals, they can try to defend the game. No, even if they're not world class defenders, but you need goals to survive in the league. So I was thinking, I didn't think of Messi and Ronaldo because that's like the obvious answer. I was thinking Hazard because Hazard, he has the record also. He did it in Lille. He won the league with them. Lille was not the top team. Lyon, Marseille, Bordeaux, they were all better than them at that time. And still, Hazard and
No, but they were a good
they
team.
had
Was that not the team that had Yilmaz up front?
Oh.
Was it?
Yeah, that was a good
That was a
team.
great
but
team.
it wasn't the best team in France.
Oh,
So that's one. And then the other player I thought of was this is a bias, of course, because it's Spurs, but Gareth Bale, because I felt I know people don't like saying when I say this, but I feel Bale put Spurs in the modern Europe map
mm.
because before Bale and Harry Redknapp came, we were not relevant in Europe, and the growth of global sport and also all that adjusting to all that, and then Bale came. He was like this. He was there only for 3 seasons, but my God, the things he did! Like he scored 46% of our goals in that time period. Like
I don't.
one player.
It's a very good shout
But
because if
do you know
Gareth
what?
Bale's
Do
out
you-
that
do you know
side, they
what?
don't qualify for the Champions League.
No, they don't. But we're talking about
With
a
another
team,
good
a team
centre-back,
to
I don't know if
but
they do
don't
either.
go down. We're talking about a team that would potentially go down. They've just come up to the Premier League. Look at what Granit Xhaka's done. Look at so the player I said was Roy Keane. We have an example of Granit Xhaka doing exactly this for Sunderland.
But they're getting goals as well, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah, he scored. He
Semenyo's
scored.
getting Bournemouth into the Champions League places.
He got him a point against Everton the other day. He scored it.
Don't you think
He's
if,
superb.
say Gareth Bale gets not Bale, but a striker gets 30 goals for a relegation team? Don't you think they survive?
I don't know because I don't think that a Zola, a Hazard, a Ronaldo, a Messi.
I'd rather have Zola than Roy Keane. I'd rather have a prime Zola for
think they'd get on
Brentford
the
FC
ball.
versus
When
Roy Keane.
Rudhulit played at Chelsea, do you know
But he was
no, but he was a centre. Do you know he ended up having to play sweeper?
Tevez came in his prime for Man
I've
City.
just made the point.
No, but I've just made the point. Tevez just came in his prime years. Just won won a treble with Manchester United. Came to Manchester City in 2009. Single-handedly got Man City into the Champions League
But
out of
was playing
nowhere.
with who though?
Stephen Ireland, Sean Wright Phillips. It's mental.
Wait,
Richard
just
Dunn was
to
still there.
demonstrate, right? Rudhulit landed at Chelsea,
Yeah,
and he didn't come as a sweeper. He had to play as a sweeper.
yeah.
He had to play like a back five, and he was the sweeper.
You'd
he had
rather
to go
a prime
back.
goal scorer than a defensive midfielder, I think.
Mate, we're going to have to rely on the comments because I'm convinced I'm right, which often means I'm wrong. But I actually, quite often, I'll go,
Messi's,
no,
Messi's
do you know
a
what?
bad shout because you're going Roy Keane, which is just a football shout. Messi's a different
Yeah,
planet.
Messi's a god. It's not fair. But no, but you're
But
saying
I'd rather
Hazard,
have-
aren't you?
let's say-
You're saying Hazard. Like, use
Yeah, or
a Premier League example.
A prime Sadio Mane. I'd rather have prime Mane over Roy Keane. That kind of level.
Let the comments decide.
Poor.
Miru, it's a great question
Mares.
because Buvey and I are not seeing eye to eye on this at all. And annoyingly, you agree with him. So I'm going to end the call because I'm a child.
Alright,
Great to
thank
talk to you, Miru. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, he's gone. He's had enough of me.
He's off already.
We're going to go to the phone lines, Buvey, and we're going to speak to
Benjamin, big Manchester
Benjamin
United fan.
Sheshko. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Tell me all the news. Tell me the gossip. Tell me the scandal. What's been going on?
Mate, it's been a change. I've been happy watching football. I'm looking forward to weekends.
Don't worry. You'll be back to square one very soon. I'm convinced.
It's true to Forest.
Who have you got
Sean
this
Dyche.
weekend?
No, Tottenham. Away.
Yeah, you'll win that. Yeah, you'll win
Do
that.
they?
Yeah,
although
well,
weirdly, not often, Ben, you and I will be singing from the same hymn sheet that day. I hope you win.
yeah. I mean, I'm confident about that game entirely, other than the fact it's a 12:30, which I think is really weird.
Yeah, but it's the same time kickoff for them, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're at home.
You know these guys are millionaires and they get paid to play football.
It's also better to be playing like.
Why does it matter?
It's better. You'd rather play at Tottenham at 12:30 than 8 o'clock
It
on a
matters for the
Tuesday
fans.
night.
Don't get me wrong. It matters for the fans getting the train down there or whatever. But
No, but the atmosphere will be more flat, so it's better for you. The
that's a
atmosphere
good
at
shout.
12:30. will be more flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's flat there either way, but yeah,
So-
I do think we'll get a point there at least, which we'll
Probably.
take, because that would be 5 unbeaten. But yeah, I'm just wanted to talk about how we've turned it around this season, really, compared to last season, and the impact the new signings have had. Because I think Man United fans have known for a while that it was going to come, and that Ruben Amorim would eventually turn the corner. While a lot of rival fans, like yourself, Rory, were calling for him to be sacked and say he should be sacked.
That's
But
crazy
I think
from
it was
Rory.
only a matter of time that it was going to turn, because
I agree.
we knew he was a very good manager. He's proved it.
Who's proved what?
Yeah, I agree with Ben, man.
Ruben Amorim's
Yeah.
proved he's
He's
a very
proved
good
it, man.
manager.
He's proved it.
Proved it.
Sunderland,
Proved he's a very good
massive.
manager.
Yeah, Sunderland.
What? Because he won 3 games in a row and it took him a year to do
No,
so.
I'm not. I'm talking about previous to Manchester United.
Yeah,
Right.
Portuguese league. Massive.
Yeah, you can say the Portuguese league if you want.
Well,
They
that's-
beat
that's
you
the only thing-
4-1.
No, but when you
Yeah.
say that he's proved it,
I'm backing you, Ben. The
he's
Portuguese
proved,
league.
He's proved nothing. It's taken him a year to win 3 games in a row.
Yeah, but a lot of this
But
just
what?
a lot of these stats, they come out, but all of the context is taken away. And
What
people
context
forget
suggests
for a
that
lot
it
of
should
last
take?
season.
What context
Okay,
to win
for a
2
lot of
games in a
last
row?
season-
What's the context? 2 games in a row.
Well, no, the context is that a lot of last season when Amorim came in, the
Hmm.
squad was a shambles. He didn't have the right players to play his system. He was trying to
Oh,
win the Europa
Then play a
League.
different system.
Huh?
Then play a different system. Play the hand you're dealt.
No, because now you're seeing the benefits of it.
What
Rory.
benefits?
This-
You were
this is the
rubbish
whole
against
point.
Forest. Amad Diallo was appalling at fullback. Diallo was appalling at fullback. It took a wonder
What, the
goal
guy-
to get you
guy
a
who
point.
got the equaliser
What, you
was
thought he
our-
had a good game,
our
did you?
best player going forward
You
on
thought,
the pitch.
being played totally out of position. Imagine how good he'd be if he was actually played in a position that would benefit him. He had an atrocious game. He scored a wonder goal, but he was a liability. Should have been hooked.
He didn't have a horrendous game. He got caught once on the back post.
He
but
was
that's the risk you take
absolutely.
playing an
Both
attacking
fullbacks
player.
were
I mean,
abysmal.
yeah, Dallow's horrendous.
Dalot was rubbish.
Dallow's
Both
horrendous
fullbacks
at
were
football.
terrible.
I don't
Let's
know
be
how
real.
he-
Forest have had a generationally stinky run. 39 days of horror with Ange Postecoglou, and you couldn't even beat him. That's not great, is it? I know Sean Dyche is turning things
was
around, but
Postecoglou in the dugout, Buvey?
no, Sean Dyche has come in, inherited a side with zero confidence, zero goal. They've got a striker who's not even scored in the league yet, and Igor Jesus. I've never seen anything like it. He's not even scored.
I can't
not even
believe
got a shot on target yet, and you drew.
3 games.
Buvey, I was watching a video the other day where you said the draw at Forest is a good result. So that's quite funny. But
Yeah, it's a good result. It's a bad performance.
Also,
Yeah,
Ben,
I
it's
agree.
very
I was
easy to
disappointed
please you.
by
It's
the
very easy to please
performance,
you. You win 3 games, you draw 1, and suddenly Amorim is clearly a good manager. It's taken you a year to get to a position where you can go 4 games unbeaten. A year.
No, but Rory, this is the thing, right? This is what the media push, because it was all about the 5 wins in a row, right? And we won 3, then we drew 1. So you're thinking...
No, it wasn't all about the 5 wins in a row. It was your fans that made it 5 wins. Nobody else was talking about 5 wins in a row. It wasn't the media. No, why? Why was everybody talking about 5 wins in a row? For what reason?
Because of the guy with his hair.
Who is a Man United fan.
Yeah.
Right, so it was nothing to do... The media didn't set the narrative. The fans set the narrative.
The 4 games unbeaten thing that you think I'm just attached to, and that's the only reason I'm hopeful, is a bunch of nonsense, because we've been good all season, bar the Man City game.
Grimsby?
You weren't good against Brentford.
Grimsby.
No.
No,
Yeah,
can you answer me the question?
Were you good against Brentford?
Grimsby?
No, against Brentford we weren't great, but we should have won that game.
How long
I
have we
thought you
got?
just said you were good all
Alpha, how long
season.
have we got here? I just said Grimsby. I'm asking Grimsby?
Were you good against Grimsby?
How long have we got?
No, yeah,
Grimsby?
Grimsby was a bad one.
Arsenal?
Sorry, you did just say you were good
Arsenal?
all season.
Start of the season.
Were you good
Arsenal?
against...
We were good against Arsenal.
You lost 1-0.
You got beat.
You lost 1-0.
Yeah, that doesn't mean.
Were you good
weren't
against
good
Man
on the
City?
day.
Were you good against Man City?
No, I said that was the one game. in
Oh,
the
so,
Premier
no, you
League
did
where we
also
were
say you were
approached.
good all season.
Fulham?
Fulham.
Grimsby?
Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's go through the games we lost in the Premier League. Arsenal.
No, Grimsby.
Okay. Right. Buvey, you can keep mentioning Grimsby.
You
But
can keep
in these
You
ignoring
played the game. It's a real game.
Amorim's
It happened. It's a
changed
historical event. You lost to Grimsby, the home of battered cod.
You lost at the home of battered cod, mate.
Yeah, we did. But
Okay.
the last 4 games, Amorim's clearly changed his tactics. We've got a new goalkeeper, who, by the way, since he's come in, we haven't lost a single game. That speaks volumes. Because the reason we lost to Arsenal was because of our keeper. The reason Brentford scored 3 goals is because of our keeper. And against Brentford and Fulham, Bruno
He has
missed
been good. Lamont has
penalties.
been great. He has. He has.
In 2 of our Premier League games, Bruno's
I like
missed
Lamont.
penalties, and they should have had a red card.
So
And
you're-
this
so-
whole season could be different.
It's amazing the courtesy that you extend to Ruben Amorim. Like Eric Ten Hag, you've got pelters, and he won silverware in both his seasons at the club. Ruben Amorim been abjectly poor. Lost to Tottenham in a European final where you didn't turn up. Should have been sacked on the spot in Spain. And suddenly, it's taken a year. They put a couple of wins together. Everyone's like, Ruben Amorim, what a man, what a system.
No, I think we've known the whole time. Really, I think it's when you're a Man United fan,
Known what?
there's something about Ruben Amorim that it's just I can't even put my finger on what it is. Something about
Because
it.
he's handsome, for fuck's sake.
No, you're
Let's
talking.
be honest.
You're
Let's
talking
have it
about
right. Let's have it right.
What you're
Rory,
saying there would be
if you
applicable to
swing that
Lionel
way,
Messi
that's
or
fine,
Pep
but-
Guardiola. What you've said there would be the phrasing and the terminology sounds to me like you're talking about Pep Guardiola.
It's just
something
these
about
guys
him.
are charismatic, handsome. Andre Villas-Boas, he was a handsome guy, came to Chelsea. We all thought he was going to be Jose
Were you,
Mourinho.
were you saying
Let's be
that there's
real. Let's
something
have it
about
right.
him when you got slapped up by Tottenham in a European final?
What, when he'd made 0 signings?
Mate, this is like a cult. This is a cult.
It's because
Sorry,
of
but-
charisma.
It's not. It's
He's
not
learned
just
how
that.
to win friends and influence people, like the famous book.
Toby
It's
Young.
it's a charisma thing. It's not an issue. It's not an issue, and things
Ben-
definitely improved in the last few weeks.
Ben, I'll
but
tell
come
you
on.
what. When you drop points to Tottenham on the weekend, you phone us back next week. Don't
Well,
be
yeah,
a
but
coward.
A draw is a good result.
No, it's not.
No, a
They
draw,
just lost to Chelsea.
A draw at Tottenham against a Tottenham team in total disarray
lost
where
to
the players are
Chelsea.
ignoring the manager.
They
They're
just
a
lost to
abysmal
Chelsea.
team.
Ben, you've spent the GDP of a small island nation state, yeah, on football players. No, but seriously,
You've
I'm not having a laugh.
You've been longed off one
not
cup.
funny for me.
You're not in Europe
I like
because of
football.
Amorim. You're not in Europe. You've got no European football because of Amorim.
You're below
You've got no
Chelsea.
League Cup football because of Amorim.
Where are they on the table? Let's have a look at the table.
They're eighth
You're
or
below
ninth or
Sunderland,
something.
bro.
They're eighth or ninth.
You're below Sunderland, bro.
have
Where
a
are the
look-
standards?
Have a look at the table. We're 1 point
Bournemouth.
off third, mate.
Bournemouth.
We're 1 point off third.
Bournemouth.
Yes, but you're eighth in the league,
Bournemouth.
having been longed
1 point
off.
off third.
You haven't played Champions League football like every team above you have. You haven't played League Cup football like every team above you have. And the reason that you haven't is because your distinctly average manager got battered by Tottenham and got battered by Grimsby, the home of battered pod.
Bournemouth isn't a city. It's a village. It's not a city. It's got no cathedral. They're above you in the table. When I was a kid, they were 1 point off being in the Vanarama League.
Ben,
Come
this is
on.
when Tottenham, if you don't beat Tottenham, you phone us back. And you must admit that if you don't beat Tottenham, that is a travesty of a result.
We will beat Tottenham.
If you no,
They
you're
won't.
the first person I talk to next week. I don't care.
Yeah, Ben,
if you
don't be
lose,
account-
you're below Chelsea.
Alpha, do we
As
have the
long as you- as long as
capabilities?
you
Do
do
we
it
have the
on a Tuesday
capabilities
again,
of
I'll call
phoning
back next
people?
week after
Oh, I'm
beat
not moving the show for you.
We're going to phone this guy.
You're below Bournemouth,
Because he's gonna
Sunderland,
be a coward.
Liverpool, City, Arsenal. You're below Liverpool.
Listen, Ben, we got
Can I
your
just-
number.
can I
We're
just
going to
bring up
phone you.
something?
You're below Liverpool.
Mate, we're going to park the Black
They
Range
lost
Rover
about 7
outside
games
your
in-
house, mate.
They
We're
lost
coming to
7 games in
you.
a row. Liverpool. You're below Liverpool, and you lost to Grimsby.
Guys, can I bring something up quickly? Just because
Oh,
I know,
here we go.
I know this is, I know you've been bantering me, but
I'm not bantering.
we're
you.
not.
What
We're
are you
not.
bantering? What do you mean? No.
no. I need to speak about Gary Neville quickly.
Oh, here we go.
Um,
I don't want to talk. Why don't I want to talk about him?
No, because he's come out and said this quote, right? I'm no further forward. This is about Sesko. I'm no further forward with him. The jury is out.
Completely
He's
correct.
well out of it compared to the other summing signings that Man United made up front.
He
in
is.
Cunha
It's
and
completely
Mbeumo.
true.
He's
Gary
right.
Neville is
Scored.
completely correct.
He's right. He looks shit
No.
against Forest. There's that moment where he takes it past someone, he skies it. Not.
What's
he
Gary? What
looked
do you
clunky.
disagree with there, Ben?
Well, so Gary Neville is so biased against Manchester United, right?
He just said
It's-
that the other two were great.
No, because that's non-debatable.
You
because
honestly
those
believe that
two
Gary
are
Neville is biased against Manchester United? A geezer
Oh,
that won 8 league
100%.
titles for Manchester United.
100%.
A geezer that is from Manchester. You could throw a stone and hit Old Trafford from where that geezer grew up. And yet
Yeah,
he's
and-
biased against the club.
100%.
He's completely correct.
He might sometimes
No,
be a
he's
little
not.
bit negative to look like he's
Benjamin
more
Sesko has been,
neutral.
Benjamin Sesko has been good this season.
No, he hasn't.
He's not
Not
been-
compared to
he's
not
been
compared to
okay.
Cunha.
He's been okay.
Not compared to Cunha.
No, but
Not
is that-
compared to Mbeumo.
which is Gary Neville's
Which
point.
is Gary Neville's point.
Yeah, he's not been better than Gyökeres. He's
No,
not been
but
better
there's a way
than.
there's a way you can phrase it without putting down someone who started 7 Premier League
Why should he
games
not
and
be
Can I
put
read it
down?
out?
Is he
Can
a
I
big
read it out
baby?
then?
Why
Let's
can't you
read it
put him
out then.
down?
Let's read it out then. What does it say? I'm no
I'll
further
tell-
forward
I'll
with
tell
him.
you
That's
why.
not a bad thing to
Tell
say.
you why he shouldn't put him. Tell you why he shouldn't put him down, because he didn't put down Florian Wirtz. He said to Florian Wirtz he needs time to settle in, but when it comes to Sesko, he's expected to be the 60 million, 70 million.
You can
pound
see
striker.
that Gary Neville's priority is Manchester United being great. Gary Neville knows what the standards of the club
No,
should
no,
be.
I-
Gary Neville knows exactly who Manchester United are. Gary Neville played up with Eric Cantona up front. Gary Neville played with Ruud van Nistelrooy up front. Obviously, he's not going to appreciate this donkey.
No, he's not a donkey. He's better than any number 9.
Okay,
you
here's
have,
one
so,
for you because look, this is weird. Everything now is just incredible. Amorim is great. Okay, Amorim is great. Sesko is great. Neville, because he says something slightly disparaging about Sesko, is not great. It feels to me that the bias isn't Neville's, it's yours, sir.
No, Neville's just he's very biased against Man United because he doesn't want to appear as that guy who's just heavily Man United biased.
You know Gary.
Because he
Have
plays.
you, have you
Manchester
spoken to
United.
him and he told you that? Like, why do you know that?
Because of the stuff he says, everyone in the Manchester United fan base
Buvey and
knows
I
it.
don't support Manchester United or like Manchester
Neville's
United, and we've
point
both
is
read his
the
point, and his
jury's
point is
out.
correct.
He said the jury's out,
out
which is
on your
spot
centre
on.
forward.
The jury's out on Reinders. The jury's out on Cherky. The jury's out on João Pedro.
And he hasn't been as good as the other two Man United
He's not
centre
been,
forwards.
he's not been better than Mbeumo for sure, and he's not
Or
been better than
Cunha.
Cunha.
So what's the,
Speak-
what's the issue?
Speaking about Mbeumo,
Or Lamans.
I wanted to come on a few months ago because Rory, when we signed him, Rory had this generational quote that I actually found in my notes that I wanted to come on and speak about at the time.
How many points
It
have you
was,
come on with?
You got 3 points, and you saved Rory Jennings.
I-
Wait a minute.
I
So
had
Rory
them
Jennings
together.
says
Three
something,
different
and you
points to
write
make.
it in your notebook. What the hell's going on in the world?
Because I was going to come on and speak about it. So Rory says Brian Mbeumo seems like a great signing for West Ham, not for Man United. Now that sounded very stupid at the time, and it sounds even more stupid.
It doesn't sound it doesn't sound great, but I'd say that it only sounds as stupid as saying that Ruben Amorim is a great manager.
No,
But it only sounds as stupid as saying Gary Neville hates Man United.
Ruben Amorim found out Enzo Maresca, didn't he?
Correct,
10
but
men.
not the point. Yeah, Enzo Maresca's not good enough to manage Chelsea, but continue down that road.
He found out Arne Slot.
Below
Did
him in
he?
the table.
Found out the champions, did he?
Well, so why is he below
Hang on,
Arne Slot and Maresca?
he found out the champions, did he? So Ruben
that's why
Amorim
he-
found out Arne Slot, did he? When Arne Slot has won a league title and Ruben Amorim got beat by Tottenham in a European final.
Well, in the head-to-head game this season, Arne Slot.
It's a very
couldn't cope
specific
with
argument,
the
though, isn't it?
tactics that-
In an argument that suits my narrative completely, Ruben Amorim wins.
Well, yeah. In your narrative, Arne Slot.
No, I'm
wins,
looking at
it
I'm
goes
looking
both
at the
ways.
whole tenure. I'm not looking at one particular fixture. I'm looking at literally since Arne Slot's been in the job compared to since Ruben Amorim's been in the job.
Yeah, no, that is fair. And
Oh my
everything
God,
that
he's just
happened that
conceded
season
something
was
against Man
He's
United.
conceded. We've got to end the call.
So Ruben
No, no.
Amorim's great. Arne Slot's been found out. Gary Neville hates Man United. I've learned a lot of this.
What I don't get is it was a big game. Beat Forest, they're in the top. They're even potentially first or second. They're below Chelsea, who just slagged off their manager. You're below Chelsea. And you're below Liverpool, who lost about 7 games
We're
in a
still
row.
in the League Cup and the Champions League as well, by the way.
And Maresca won a European title.
And won silverware in the States. They got beat by Tottenham in a European final. He's telling me that he's...
And got them into the Champions League.
Buvey, I feel gaslit.
You've been gaslit by
But
Ben.
how many-
Three different points.
Ben, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Midlands, East Mids.
Ben of the East Mids.
East Midlands.
Ben's of the East, North,
Black
South,
country,
East,
innit?
East, West. Yeah, that's the Black country.
Black
isn't it?
country. Big up the Black country. Big up Benjamin. Thanks very much.
Can you do that accent? Can you do the...
Right, mate.
Yeah, it's good. That's impressive. You're all right, mate.
I do agree that last season was sackable, but I think there's a reason you don't sack him.
Mate, there were
And it's
moments
not
this
what you're
season that
doing
was
this
sackable as
season.
well. Hiding in the
No,
dugout at Grimsby was sackable.
Yeah, respectfully, Ben, I did end the call and sort of we did an
You're still
outro
there.
there. We did an outro.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, can we mute this guy? And also, can we get his details? Because when Tottenham beat them, we're going to phone him up.
so so wait a minute. So like when I was a kid at English literature, let's just say when I was studying it, you write down a Shakespeare quote or Martin Luther King quote, whatever. He's written down a Rory Jennings quote. Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah.
He's got his shopping list. Yeah, I need to get eggs, butter, milk.
Eggs, butter, sugar,
Rory
milk,
Jennings said
tea.
Mbuemo should be signing for West Ham. Fucking hell. Thank you very much, Ben. We'll see you very, very soon, hopefully. Call back whenever you want.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, mate.
Cheers.
Mate, that is what you call
3 different
blind
points.
loyalty.
He's got great value out of that. He's spread that
Yeah,
real
one
thin.
pull, 3 points. There we
Spread
go.
that real thin.
Should we go on to the voice note section?
100%. Let's do it.
Hi guys, my name is Sasha. I'm an Inter supporter. I sent an audio for the first time about a couple months ago. So in the event that this gets selected again, I just wanted to say I really enjoy listening to you guys' content and your discussions and your insights. Keep doing what you're doing. You're great at what you do. So my question is to do with the Champions League. So based on a mixture of sort of the squad lists on paper and the performances that you've seen from respective teams, let's say domestically and in the Champions League thus far, who do you predict is going to go far this year in the Champions League?
That's a great question. I think Real Madrid will have a good run. Of course, Liverpool. Of course,
You
the
have
likes
to
of
say
PSG.
Paris. You have to say Paris Saint-Germain.
Beyond that, I don't look at the Italian clubs. I don't look at Bayern Munich necessarily. Their record has been poor recently in the Champions League. I don't look at. I don't even look at Man City.
Clubs, mate.
I don't look at Man City necessarily. I don't look at Arsenal.
Mate, I
I
think
think it's 3 clubs.
I'd say we could end up. I disagree with you, basically, mate. Everything that you said up until the point where you started talking about the English clubs, I was with you. I would always extend a courtesy to the champions, right? The Paris Saint-Germain, definite. Bayern Munich, always there or thereabouts. You have to say them. Real Madrid, European royalty as European royalty as it comes. Yeah, fine. Barcelona,
Yeah.
similar. Here's my prediction: the quarterfinals have 4 English teams in the quarterfinal, unless the fixtures don't allow for it. But I would say that by the time we get to the last 8, there are 4 English teams.
What? So you include Chelsea with Liverpool, Arsenal, Man
I'd say
City?
Tottenham might have dropped out by then.
Your keeper's so poor. You just don't get that far with that.
Mate,
such a poor keeper.
Think about what can happen. Like in the last 16, you get Benfica. In the last 8, you get AC
it can
Milan.
happen,
Like,
yeah, it can. But it catches up with you. And by the way, a lot of the big sides they drop down and then they play the playoffs, and you might get a Real Madrid in the quarters. You don't know.
Yeah.
Like one of these big clubs that are struggling. You never know. Barcelona rock up and suddenly you get smashed.
I think 4 of the 5 English clubs are in the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Maybe three, not 4.
And then in terms of who do you think will win the Champions League this year?
PSG.
Do you think they retain it?
Yeah.
You know, that's never been done by anybody apart from Real Madrid.
I think AC Milan have retained the European Cup.
No, but
back
not
in
the
day.
Champions
the Champions
League,
League.
sorry,
Fine. Yeah. I don't see enough from Barcelona defensively. Real Madrid's got a young squad, lots of experience. I don't see Bayern Munich. I think Man City could
Do you
go
think Paris
far.
Saint-Germain retain it?
I think they've got the best manager for it. Most experience. The keeper's an issue. They've downgraded their keeper. Chevier's nowhere near Donnarumma.
So I don't think nobody can retain it apart from Zidane, right? It just hasn't
It's
been
hard,
done.
yeah, of course. But
I'm gonna say a new winner the safe bet. It's not going to be Real Madrid, is it? Do Barcelona win it?
no, they can't defensively. Not with
You don't
Hansi
think?
Flick. No. The High Line's crazy, man. Unless
Can I
Pedro
ask
goes
you
on a
terrible
generational
take?
run.
Can we just
he is.
quickly discuss something terrible? Do Arsenal win?
No.
You sure?
They haven't got bottle for a League Cup. They got smashed against Newcastle last season, the League Cup semi-finals. Behave.
I hope you are correct, mate. I hope you are correct.
What's the saying? You gotta crawl before you can run, or walk before you can run.
You've got to do both. You've got to crawl before
Crawl,
you can walk.
run.
Yeah.
They'd be going from crawling to being in a rocket ship going to the moon,
They were in a semi-final last year.
and they got smashed. They got manhandled. It was boys against men,
Boys to men.
boys to men, wasn't it?
No, it was the
Come
end of
on,
the
they
road
got
for
manhandled.
There we go. It's been emotional, Buvey.
Yeah, it's been stupendous, mate.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your knowledge.
Likewise. Likewise.
Ben wound me up.
3 questions as well. I mean,
Got his value out of that call. Thank you to everybody for watching. Please do us a favour, click the link in the description below. You will find our Discord link there, and we could be speaking to you live on the Club Calling Show next week. Ta-da!